Hello, my crafty friends. Well, welcome to the 4th Art Saturday video hop. And thank you, Meri, for putting this hop together. This month's theme is in the style of. And I chose to do abstract because it's something I don't do very often, at least not with paint. And I've chosen to do my project on a clipboard. I'm going to repurpose a clipboard here. And what I did is tie it open so I can paint underneath. And then I gessoed, sanded it and washed it and gessoed it. And now I'm ready to paint. It's still, I wouldn't call it completely dry, but it's dry to the touch. It's still cold, but it's dry to the touch. So we're going to just go for it. And I have looked at a few things, but I really don't have any preconceived ideas of what I'm expecting to accomplish. But the first thing I'm going to do is just put some color down. And so, and it looks like this is not coating real well, so I'm going to end up probably putting more than one coat. And that's okay, because we're probably going to do a lot of different layers of stuff. And I'm just going to move from one color to the other, and I'm not going to worry if the colors mix a little bit, because I don't care. I just want some pretty color on here. And I should have probably put some tape around my clipboard thing, but it's not that important. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and try to be somewhat neat about it, but not, oops, sorry. When you're trying to do something kind of quick, you just don't worry as much about perfection. Okay. You see, I've already got that color muddied up, and that's okay. I'm all right with that. We'll just add a little bit of this in, and maybe everything's going to get muddied up. I'm not going to fret over it. Just want some color down. We're losing some of my purple, aren't we? We'll go back in with the lavender. Woo! That's probably not going to be a good mix. Okay. That doesn't work so well. Let's clean off some of that. And I do want to wipe that back because I can. Okay. Well, I didn't really clean it. I just sort of cleaned it. So we're going to call it good. We're not going to fret. Let's go ahead and do some more. Okay, let's just try to kind of blend things a little bit. I don't know that it really matters, and it is making stuff kind of muddy. But it's all about texture and color and texture, not about perfection. One thing, my colors are not showing up quite the same on camera, and unfortunately that's just part of it. But I'm going to let this dry and come right back, and we'll add some more. Okay, when this was getting close to dry, there were still a few places where it wasn't, and I wanted to spread the paint, and I did that, and the paint came off, and so I just did that everywhere that it would let me, and just to give it some different texture. And I think that looks pretty cool, so I'm happy with that. I did want to clean my brush here, and boy, there's a lot of paint in that brush. I thought I had cleaned it better. Okay, I'm going to add in some pink, and I think I'm going to do just like big swatches of pink. And if you're sitting here looking at this right now, you're probably thinking, I wonder if she's going to be able to pull this off, or if it's going to look horrible. And the answer to that question is, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I do know I'm already having fun. And that's what really matters the most, I think. I'm having fun. And I'm going to go ahead and add some yellow. That yellow's got a weird texture to it. It's a brand new bottle, so it should be okay, but it's a different brand, so that's probably why. And I'm just going to put a few stripes of yellow. That didn't quite work out the way I planned. That one got kind of messy and wide. But that's all right. It's in the middle, so I guess it's okay if it's different from the other ones. And let's go ahead and put some right there. Whoa! Sorry. Goodness gracious. Okay. Now I'm going to pause it and let this dry, and we'll move on. Okay. I did the same thing there, and so I thought I would show you if I can find any other places where it's not dry. If we can get it to... Nope, it's not working as good this time as it did with the first time. But I got a few places to come back. Okay. And I started to get out some circle things to make circles on it, but one of the things I told myself I was going to do was only use sponges for stencils and paintbrushes. So I'm going to try to do some circle-ish things. With a paintbrush. That one got kind of fat, didn't it? So we'll make these a little bit bigger. Okay, I think that's all I want to do with that. I'm trying to do this really quickly and not think too much about it, because not only because of time constraints for the video, but just because I want it to be something that's not, you know, so planned. Okay, I think that's all we're going to do with that. And let's do some lavender somethings. Let's do dots. Well, and let's do that one more. Okay. And I'm going to let this dry real quick and be right back. Okay. These purple dots are not quite dry yet, but we're just going to go ahead and take some, take a chance because I need to move on. And I'm going to use a sponge. I like that. Let's see if my zip tie kind of gets in the way. Let's do it this way. No. Okay, right here. And we're going to do one. If I can do it without messing something else up, right this way. Okay. There's that one. And what else do we want to do? Oh, I think this one's fun. Let's do some of this with the pink. Well, not as excited about that. Not as excited about that, but we're going to go ahead and do it one more time over here so that it will at least have, no, let's do it up here. Because we don't want it to be the only spot. And since those are opposite each other, I think that'll be good enough. Normally I would feel like I had to do 3 or, you know, some such nonsense. Oh, here's this one will be fun. Let's do something right here with this. And Let's use some white. Okay. So I need something else. Let's see. Oh, let's use this. And maybe some yellow. Yeah. Let's do a little bit down here. Okay, I'm beginning to be happier. I'm beginning to be happier. I'm going to let this dry and we'll be right back. Okay, now then I'm going to use the black and I'm going to paint a big flower on here. Okay, I'm going to put another another layer of petals. And my black is way wider than I wanted when I was thinking about doing this. Way more black. But that's just going to be how it is, I guess. It's what happens when you do something you don't normally do. And I'm not a painter, so I haven't had a lot of, I don't know what the brush will do. I'm just going to try and even things out a little bit more. Okay. Well, that is truly a bigger flower than I intended to paint, but I'm not unhappy with it. It's just not what I had first planned. Okay, I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll come back and add another layer. Okay, what I'm going to try now is to use these golden fluid acrylics and paint over this, and I'm hoping that the stuff that's back there will show through. It'll just be taken to different levels. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. So we're going to start. We're going to start right here. It's supposed to be very transparent, and well, I think that one works. You can still see it. I mean, you can still see what's underneath it. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. Happy enough. I think I'm going to go ahead and try the next color. I do need to, we'll just use this and clean off my brush a little bit. This is the most translucent or transparent or whatever you want to call it of all of these. But, and this one's next. So I'm trying to decide what to do. I think I'm just going to go ahead with the magenta. Actually, I think I'm going to add a little bit of this acrylic glazing liquid. When I did that, when I first thought, well, maybe I don't need to add that, but I think I'm going to, because it says it extends the working time, which I'm not worried about, but I think it'll make it also a little bit more translucent, maybe. Maybe it'll add to that. That's my hope. Anyway, we will see. We're going to just go for it here. Okay, I think I'm liking that pretty good. So let's see what happens. Okay, boy. So if we can get this last one on here. It's supposed to extend the working time, but it was drying really quick. Of course, I've got the heater going in here, so. Okay, so far I'm happy with that. It is completely changing the look. Oh wait, there's a spot there that's okay. So I'm trying to decide what color to put in this part of the flower. I'm going to pause a second and think about it. Okay, well, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to put the next coat of this phthalo green, and I'm going to add this to it, and then I'm going to do the quinacridone nickel azole gold with this added to it, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like, but I don't want to not be able to finish, so I'll be right back. Okay, well, I finished it. I did change my mind about something. Instead of using the quinacridone nickel azure gold, I used permanent violet dark for this rim right here. And then I used the phthalo green for the outside. And that's how it ended up. So I like it. I like that you can see everything on all the layers underneath, but that these paints kind of tone it down. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspired you in some way. And be sure to click on the first name or first link in the description box and go on to the next person and make your way around through the whole hop. And when you get back to me, you'll know you've seen everybody. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.